Wir können anfangen. Let's go.
Servus and welcome everyone to a RICOH Run Suburbia. My loyal companions for today's show are a RICOH 3 and an Insta360 Go 2. And we are ready to go somewhere in the outskirts of Vienna. So, to everyone who is new to this concept of a RICOH Run, it's fairly simple. You just put your running shoes on, take a small camera with you, and go out for a fast-paced photo walk. And like I said before, today we are running in Suburbia. Easily noticeable because everything looks nearly the same. I occasionally stopped, pulled the camera out and pointed it at things that just caught my eye. And there's a reason why some people advise against running or shooting on a sunny summer afternoon. Well, here are some results, see for yourself. Of taking good photographs were not that high. And it is just unrealistic to think that you are coming home with several keepers on just one occasion or one run. But anyway, something was odd, and it took me some time to find out what. The first strange thing was that there were hardly any people. But second and foremost, there were cars. And they were everywhere. Cars. Please don't get me wrong, I like cars. Sometimes I do even love them. They are practical, but they shouldn't be used just because they are convenient. And yes, I know, this is a controversial topic, just like drugs. Most of the time this discussion is led by emotions and feelings, which it just shouldn't be. And the problem with the fact-based discussion is that both sides have studies which prove their point. You can even argue that SUVs are green. The automobile industry did a really great job to muddy the waters. Ooh, look at it, an empty street. Ah no, there was just not enough space for parking. And all of a sudden, I witnessed something strange. A cyclist. A little bit earlier I said I sometimes even love cars, and here's an example. Isn't it gorgeous? For sure it is. And for sure it is less friendly to the environment. But look at the average car sold nowadays. They just look like... Right around the corner there was this example of another oldie but goldie. And right there I realized that handsome shadow in the suburbs. I flirted a little bit with it, and then I pressed the shutter. Several minutes down the road, I stumble upon another classic. Take a guess which one it is. This was probably too easy. If not, help yourself and make a fool out of you in the comments. Please beware of this action scene where these two cars tried to hunt me down and I just quickly made a right turn and escaped. That's a good example of a nearly new modern car. Even though it's pretty small, it's ugly. Like in the old days, the cars are standing around for probably 95% of the time, mostly occupying public space and usually not transporting more than one person. The difference to the old days is that we have a higher number of much bigger cars in the same limited space. Enough of cars, sorry if I bothered you. I came across this lavender, and one of the biggest bees I've ever seen had a busy work assignment in it. By the way, the RICOH has a macro mode, which sometimes comes in handy. May I present to you the caged gardens of Suburbia. At first I had no idea what to do with that shadow. But it seemed interesting to me. That's how desperate I was in Suburbia, where everything looks nearly the same. Here I am pretending to do pull-ups while being outside running. And yes, sometimes I'm a person with a young mental age. If you think this was too inappropriate, please don't let me know in the comments. And here we have the first opportunity to run in a meadow. And in Suburbia, you usually share the lawn with a lot of dog poo. Same on this green island. There's always a need to watch out for a smelly doggy doo. That's about it. To sum up, on green spaces you need to watch out for dog feces. There are hardly any people and even less cyclists on the road, and the suburbs are crammed with cars. People have probably accustomed to these circumstances, but I think in the long run changes are necessary to make living worthwhile for any inhabitant of Suburbia. Stay healthy and hydrated. Ciao.